Okay, so it's Monday, May the 23rd, 2020, and I have a couple of Arkansas black apple scions here that I want to be grafting onto my little tree that I've just, was it yesterday or the day before? I lose track of time. I had grafted a few other varieties onto. So I'm going to show you some of my cuts on this, and the others I just kind of showed you where I grafted. I didn't really show you how the graft works. So I'm attempt to do that a little bit today for some of you that don't know. For those of you that are really good at this, I'm not a professional by any means. This is my second season. So I'll just have fun doing it, see what I can get to survive. So here we go. Now, this first one is going to be just a cleft graft, and you see I've cut a kind of a chisel shape. And for those of you that don't know, you see it's fairly straight. The angle, I've got a little dip there, but I think it's going to be okay. And I've cut just took my knife and pressed it straight through here, and cut a little place in here to receive this. And I'll just be sliding this straight in there. Now these are not the same size sticks, and I want the cambium that, let's see if we can see this. The area right underneath the bark is kind of green. I don't know if you can pick that up on here. Let's see if this will work. It's kind of hard for me to do this one-handed. You see the area right underneath the bark there, and it's got to match up with the same area right under that bark of the receiving branch. And maybe you can see that in there. So I've inserted that, and you can see on this side I've made them match up. On this side it's not going to quite match up, but when I tie this together and as it heals, it'll go back together. I'm just going to jump over here. Here's one I did last year. Let's see if I can zoom out here again. And you can see the V in it. And here's the other side that has closed up really good. Actually, there was two. I put two scions in this one. This one lived for a little while and died up, but the tree actually healed to it. It helped that groove heal up. Here's another one right above it. You see the V shape? It's all healed up nicely. And this side looks good. So, and these are actually my honey goats from last year that I grafted. So there's that one. My next one here is going to be a whipping tongue. And I'm going to end up pushing this one in further where that doesn't show. I'm going to push that all the way in. My whipping tongue, I just cut it. And you see I cut a chisel shape on one side and then put a groove in it. That's the tongue part. I've done the same thing on this little branch. Pretty much the same diameter, same cuts. And I've also put a tongue on there. I've made my cuts a little deeper than I should have, but it'll be all right. I don't know if you can see this or not. The lighting out here is terrible today. Sorry for throwing y'all around. Getting the camera on these branches. See if I can show y'all this graft. I'm having a hard time seeing it on my camera. Hopefully it's showing up better. But let me get something to put behind it. Piece of my white tape. By the way, I use this flagging tape to bind up my grafts, and it has worked wonderful. It's fairly cheap, maybe a couple bucks for a roll of it. Well, I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but hopefully you get the idea. There's a glare on my camera. But them are going to go together, and Lord help me. Wish I could do this better. I'll have to get me a better camera one of these days. Well, okay, so here's the cleft graft tied up. Make sure to seal it off real good. I don't know why my phone's so fuzzy. And I do seal the cut ends with a little bit of just some Elmer's wood glue. Seems to do the trick. And here's the whipping tongue all tied up. And a little glue on the end. Sorry, this video just doesn't seem to want to get clear today. But maybe I'll make a better one on the next grafts I do. But that's my two Arkansas blacks. They're right here on either side. Let me zoom out. Right here and right here. Either side of my Yates grafts I did the other day. And right beside my Dixie Red Delight that I did both of these with the other day. So that's 3 varieties, 6 different grafts on this one branch. Hope y'all enjoy it. God bless.